Hello, my name is Ruben Estrada. I'm one of the co-founders here at OfferX. Thanks for taking a tour of our OfferX Offer Management Platform. I'm going to go ahead and have you go to offerx.io, and I'm going to ask you to create a new account. Just fill in your information here. Click whether you're a home buyer, home seller, real estate agent, or loan officer. Create a password. Click on our consent button and create an account. So I've already done that. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. And I'm going to take you to one of our sample properties. This is our sample property. Take you to the property profile page. And we created this platform because we wanted to take the best out of the auction model and the traditional model and create a hybrid. We honestly believe that this is the best way to sell real estate in today's market, and it nets the seller more money in the least amount of time with the least amount of hassles. So let's go ahead and get started. So once you put your property on the platform, this is called our property profile page. And the first step is to come up with a list price. Now, we want to set this list price as an artificially low price. And the reason for that is we want to create a buzz in the market. We want this to be the absolute hottest property on the market so that buyers and buyers agents flock to this property. So we recommend that the list price be approximately 10% below market. Again, that's an artificially low price. Ultimately, we're going to get hopefully multiple offers and drive that price up. We take more of a bottom up approach rather than list high, wait, reduce, and wait for offers. Once we've come up with a list price, we can put a suggested value in here. And usually that if the house has been on the market for a while, maybe that's, the highest price that you had it listed at. It could be the current list price, or we could have what we call an AVM, which is an automated value model. It's similar to what Zillow does with their Zestimate. They have an algorithm and they collect all the data in the area and come up with a price. Now, obviously, we want that price to be significantly higher than our list price that we're going with. So if that comes in lower or at our list price, we may not want to put a suggested value in there. We do pull all the information from the MLS, so we make it as easy as possible for your agent to put the property on the platform. It downloads all the information. It's just in a matter of seconds we can get your property on our platform. It includes all the interior photos that are on the MLS. And I want to take you down to our offer window. This is where the platform gets exciting. This is 30, you see 32 watchers here, and we collect all the information from folks that are looking at your property. We pull this information from unique IP addresses so we can track how many people are actually looking at your property and watching your property. This here is how many offers have been placed on the platform. Now, this is all information in real time. It gets updated as watchers look at your property and as offers come in on the platform. If you want to make an offer, you simply click on Make an Offer. You put in the offer amount here. You can make some quick calculations by adding in, $1,000 or going up by 5,000. This is where you'd place seller concessions and any buyer agent commissions, and then it would automatically calculate the net value to you as a seller. So the buyers do not see this. The buyer's agents do not see the net to seller. Only you and your real estate agent will see that information. And I'll show you the back end in just a minute. This is where the buyer or the buyer's agent would put in their offer: cash, FHA, VA, conventional financing. This is how many days they'd like to close. This is any appraisal contingencies, inspection contingencies. Maybe they have a home to sell. You want to know about that. And then we give them an opportunity to put any offer notes in the property. Maybe they love your property. They want you to know it. Maybe they said that they can adjust their closing to match your specific situation to kind of sweeten the deal. And then we ask that as one of the requirements to kind of keep the integrity of each buyer is we have them upload a pre-approval from their lender or a proof of funds or a bank statement for any cash offers. And then there's some simple instructions here, and then they place an offer. So we try to make the making the offer process as frictionless as possible, but still maintaining that buyer integrity. So that way, we're not having anybody, maybe a teenager or something, jumping on our platform and putting in some type of bogus offer. So let me take you down to this offer window. This is a super cool feature on our platform. And we ask that you get with your agent, figure out what kind of time frame do we want our offer window to be. And we recommend 10 to 14 days. We've kind of found out with all the research that that's the real sweet spot when it comes to maximum exposure, but also not having buyers, what we call buyer fatigue. And that's when a buyer places an offer and then they got to wait days and days and days for you to respond. So we want to try to eliminate that. And we figured 10 to 14 days is right in that sweet spot. So the other opportunity that it does is it gives your agent enough time to put all their marketing in place. And it also gives your agent enough time to do a couple of weekends worth of open houses. We find that the open houses are extremely successful. Buyers like to see other buyers looking at the home, and it gives them an opportunity to see, kind of some social proof, is what we call it, or buyer validation, that other buyers are also interested in this property. So they may want to, act fast. And we do recommend that, buyers put in offers right away, because you do have the right as a seller to accept an offer at any time. And remember, you don't have to take any of these offers. These are all letter of intents. You don't have to accept anything. You could counter some terms at the end of the offer window. But what we want to do is we want to generate as many offers as possible. So at the end of the expiration of the offer window, you simply just choose the best one based on your situation. This number here is the current high offer on the property. And if you just simply click this button here, it'll show you all the offers that have come in. It's a simple, what we call an offer hub. So your agent can manage all the offers that are coming in, and you can sort it by the highest offer at the top. Now, there's some specific things that the buyer and the buyer's agent can't see, which I'll show you on the back end. And that's pretty cool too. So nice and simple. Your agent doesn't have to, monitor emails, create folders, keep track of all the offers. It's all done simply and organized and concise in a nice buyer window. The other thing that the offer window creates is, because every buyer and buyer's agent can see that information, so everybody sees the offer. What it also does is it creates trust. They know that your agent's not fibbing or telling us a lie about they have offers on it, and sometimes the buyer's agents don't believe the listing agent. All this is completely transparent. We want all offers to be shown so that buyers feel more trustworthy in the process. So that way they feel comfortable making an offer on your property and actually bidding higher if that trust level's there. Here's all the open houses that are scheduled on the property. When we want to make sure that buyers know when the open houses are going to be. That's also put into the MLS too. And that's syndicated to all the platforms that go out there. So Zillow, homes.com, realtor.com, all the major platforms for the real estate companies. We do offer a buy it now button. And I'm sort of torn on that, because um I think that the process brings out the best offers possible. And when somebody's trying to bypass the competition, I think that they're trying to play a little unfair. So what I recommend, if you do want to offer a buy it now button, similar to eBay and what that is to bypass that competition, um, I suggest that you have a premium on it. So as you remember, this we were going to list the property at 600, or we thought the market value was around 600. So I have it here at 625. So if they want to make a buy it now offer, they're certainly going to pay a premium to bypass all the competition. So, and that's a huge benefit to our sellers. So that's the buy it now. And then here's your agent's information. So buyers and buyers agents can contact your agent through the platform. And now I'm going to take you back here and I'm going to show you the back end of the the properties. So here is the portion that is kind of hidden from the buyers and the buyer's agent. So this is all the agent information. This is the buyer's name. This is any contingencies, just like what the buyers see. But most importantly, this is the net to you. So it takes the offer price minus any concessions, minus any buyer compensation or commission, and it calculates the net offer for you. And you can see that all in an organized manner. It includes their proof of funds or their pre-approval letter. So it's nice and easy and concise. You can look at all the offers, figure out, which ones are the top two or three that maybe you want to go after and try to negotiate if those terms didn't meet your terms. But it's all here, nice and easy, organized for you. So that's our platform. We feel like, this is the best way to sell real estate in today's market. We create multiple offers. We have a condensed time frame of 10 to 14 days. We drive multiple offers. We get buyer competition. We work from the bottom up versus the top down. And what we found is that this is the best way to sell real estate because not only once we go under contract, um, buyers are simply hesitant to pull out of the contract because they know that other buyers are lined up behind them to take the property. So nitpicking you on inspection items like caulking and simple repairs, like repairing an outlet or something like that, they really try to avoid because they know that they were in competition to win this and other buyers are lined up to jump in if they were to terminate for whatever reason. So that's all I have for you. If you have any other questions, either reach out to OfferX or the agent that sent this to you, and happy selling.